Good afternoon and happy Sunday, everyone. This is your girl Cooking with Steph, and I am back with another video, part 2 on getting these amazing chili beans started. So I'm going to go ahead on and put my crock pot on. I am going to set it for a high temperature on a 2 to 4 hour setting. So I want it to go ahead on and preheat. So I have already sliced up here the ingredients which I went over last night. The white onion, the serrano pepper, the fresh garlic, and my bay leaf. So I'm going to allow my pot to get hot. And then I will go ahead on in with adding the next step to this, which will be to go ahead on and add in your smoked meat. In this case, I am using the smoked turkey wings. And you're going to put as much meat in based upon how many or how much beans you're cooking. In my case, I will be adding in one whole piece. That would be sufficient. These are the beans that has rised to the occasion. They have pre-soaked overnight. And they are plumped and ready to go. So let me go ahead with getting my smoked meat ready. How was everyone's weekend? Hope everyone had some great family time. Got a few things caught up around the house that we normally do for the weekends. I simply had an amazing weekend. Spiritually feeling, mentally feeling, and just an all-time beautiful weekend. Came in, got right to work. Relaxed, slept in, up. I've had me a nice cup of coffee already. And I'm back at it. So for my smoked meat, I do not rinse it because it is what? Smoked. So that will be enough. I will put that in a Ziploc and save that for another meal. Okay, so in my smoked meat, I will be adding these ingredients. Let's see if I have one that's open. We'll go with this one. I will be adding in some chicken bouillon. I don't measure. I would say that would be about 3 tablespoons. I'm going to follow that with a recap of the seasonings that we will be using. In this case is the garlic, onion powder, chili powder, paprika, and black pepper. To start my process of the turkey wings, and I don't measure, I eyeball it. I'm going in with my paprika directly on top of that smoked turkey. The other seasonings I put around inside the pot. For my paprika, I place that directly on top of that smoked meat. Why? It's a browner and it's a tenderizer. Now I'm going in with my onion powder. And none of my spices that I'm choosing to use would be open. So I am going to add the smoked meat first, allowing it time to tenderize and halfway cook before adding in my beans. Same with the onion powder. I'm going to say maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons. I'm going in with the black pepper. Two tablespoons. Okay, I have put in all my dry ingredients. That was the chili powder, which will not be going in until after I add the beans. At this time, I am also going in with my bay leaf. I'm also going in with half of this serrano pepper. Well, over half. Remember, if you like that kick, and I'm here for it, we like that kick. I'm going in with 4 cloves of garlic, which I have smashed to release that garlic juice and flavor. And I will add the rest of those when I add the beans. I am going in also with half of this white onion, which I have already finely chopped. I could save that to use when I ground up my ground beef, which is another step. So stay with me. We've added the chicken bouillon on top of the smoked turkey wing. We've added the onion powder, the garlic powder, the paprika, and the black pepper, the bay leaf, a serrano pepper, and half of a white onion. And I will bring you into that pot to get a better visual if I can. The purpose of adding that chicken bouillon is to give my water a wonderful chicken broth, because that's basically all that chicken broth is, and we can make our own stock, and that is how I achieve. Are y'all in there? Can y'all see in that pot? I don't believe I'm going to be able to get y'all in there like I want. So I'm going to bring you up just for a minute to see what you want that to look like. Okay, I am now going in with my water, and I'll show you the level of water that you want. And as I said, I have my crock pot on a high temperature for 2 to 4 hours. So I'm going in, and per usual, I'm going around the perimeter so that I do not wet that meat. I'm going around it. Why? Because I have my paprika on there, and that paprika is a tenderizer, and I want it to be as tender as I want the love in my life to be. So based on that, I am going to add, say, another half cup of water, because I want that meat to be pretty much covered. And then that way I'll already have my, there we go. That's the consistency, or that's the level, should I say, of liquid that I want. Can y'all see into that pot? That is the level of water that I want. Crock pot is on. I am going to go ahead and put her top on, sealing her lid. While she's getting hot, I'm going to go ahead on and do my cleanup. Putting all my spices and herbs back. Be clean as you go. When you're done, you're done. So just keep your eye on that pot and watch for the steam. I want a great, rich type of color for my broth that I'm cooking my turkey wing in. It has a nice yellow color. I'm gonna leave it like that. That's enough on the So that's it of step 2. I am going to go ahead and put her top on, allowing her to cook for those 2 to 4 hours. I will be back and I will then move forward with step 3, which will be to go ahead and add in my chili beans. And remember, we soaked those chili beans overnight. You see the level of that water that's on top of those beans. That completes step 2. Stay tuned. I will be back while this is cooking. I will be back with step 3 as this is cooking.